Celestial Aesthetic. I am back, more or less. I swear I'll try to not disappear again. I do want to explain why I was gone for so long and why I was disappearing from social media. And of course you'll hear my dog in the background. He might agree to come up here, he might just be angry with me and continue barking. He has his own attitude, I can't stop it. Anyway, so there are a lot of different things that were happening in my life, and it was why I did the disappearance. So I was focusing on school, I was, being a homebody and doing different work, projects, midterms, things like that. And then on October 20th, if you follow my Instagram account, you already know a little bit. But I was with my grandmother and she suddenly fell and she hit her head on a door hinge. And it was a very gruesome incident to me. Very emotional, very frazzled and panicked in the moment. I was so just like mind blown at what to do. I didn't have anything coming to my mind. I called the paramedics, of course. I went directly to her and I was treating her. But it was so sudden. I was like in the middle of class. So if you're in a Zoom university life, you know how that feels. To be at home or with family members and then something happens and you go and check it out and you're like, what's going on? So I thought it would be something minor and it became something very much major. So I kind of just disappeared from my class completely. I didn't even go back to my computer. And that was that was the end of October, about October 20th. I want to say like 11 a.m. in the morning. So I was taking a hiatus because I was taking care of my grandmother. I wanted to make sure she was okay. We were keeping a close eye on her. She ended up getting 16 stitches on that day, and she was bandaged, and I had a lot of different emotions about the experience, because to have your family member suddenly injured like that and then be the first response and kind of just hoping for the best, it left me very shaken up. I still kind of flinch whenever I hear a sudden thud or noise. So that was, a lot of the things that I was working through. And then following that is, Halloween season. It was my favorite holiday. It's my favorite season. And Dia de los Muertos, both which have very big significance to me. And as much as I was frazzled, my family wanted me to be my usual self as well. And I felt like they were very much right. It was a distraction that I needed. So I did distract myself with the holiday season a little bit, with Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, and remembering my loved ones this season, because I wouldn't want to not have done the holiday. It was still a very significant time. And then following that was, the still recovery from my grandmother's injury, and Dia de los Muertos brought a lot of different emotions back, and as November was coming more and more, it also brought back a lot more memories. The very reason that I created my Instagram account and I became, confident enough to create my YouTube channel, where it's a lot of personal thoughts, blogs, art creations, etc., was because of a friend that I lost a year ago. And so I will have a follow-up video on December 2nd explaining how much he meant to me and how he was the creation of this channel and everything that he did for me and that I wish I could have done even more for him, and different memories. So I'll probably have a slideshow and do a voiceover that episode, or be live and show images on my laptop. I don't know how clear that'll be and how that would work out. I'll figure it out. And so that's pretty much the reason why I was disappearing a lot. This close personal friend that I lost, he was my roommate for a little bit, and so a lot of emotions were coming back as I thought about that time that we were roommates, and I kind of just disappeared. I was, doing my own thing, whether it was like schoolwork, family life, anything. I was going into my own zone. But I'm slowly working my way back, and I have a lot of plans. I will have still my DIY session for my pin collection and how to create your own way to display, because trust me, I have a lot of pins. Let me see if I can reach it right now. Hopefully, I'm just going to be off screen for a little bit. But I have this whole bag right here. So if you can see it, I know you have no concept of how big it is because you don't know how big I am, but about like 5'1", honestly, like usually bordering 100, 120 pounds, that area, that zone. And this bag, I want to say, is about like a foot by a foot. And it all has a bunch of pins. So I will have an episode where I break down my pin collection, a few stories behind each pin, where it came from, because some of them are like locations, some of them are different events that I went to. So that is a future episode I have planned. I do have an episode where I'm going to be talking about the story of Chewbacca, my dog Chewie, and how I came to own him. Well, not own him, but you know, take him in and him become a part of the family. And I will have a few other episodes planned. So I do want to start a new segment on my channel because I honestly feel like it could be interesting. Hopefully it'll be interesting to you as much as it interests my friends when I tell them. I'm a person who dreams very creative dreams, if I want to say I'm using creative because honestly they border on a lot of different genres of movies and TV. Like, you would think I was telling you a plot about some action or horror film or some sort of comedy or drama, I don't know. It's always a different theme. So I do eventually want to jot them down a lot more than I do. I do write down my dreams, but I want to write them down more in detail whenever I remember them, and then I will have a segment where I speak about my dreams. So I'm not sure if that'll have a designated day or if I'll just do it as it happens, but that is something that I do want to put on the channel and make it regular. So I'm very excited for that. I will be working on different DIY projects and hopefully recording my process because I have a tendency to just jump into it and not take pictures or anything. Or if I do take pictures, it's like 1, 2, 3. It's like when I am like on the 5th step, the 8th, and then the final project, boom. So I will get better about that. But I am looking forward to all the future videos and being back on the channel. Thank you everybody who subscribed and followed me on different things. And I appreciate all support. As I did last time with my Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss merch haul, I'm going to be doing it again this season because even since that video I have still purchased a lot of merchandise. And so I'm going to be having even more merchandise, or I already do have. Like, I have a pile right here in my room with the newest long sleeves and jackets that I've gotten, as well as since then I've already washed and dried a lot of them, or I've worn them multiple times, so I can tell you even in more detail how the material has stayed intact or how the designs are and the different pins. And this time around I did order a plush that I'm very excited for, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with all of you. I do want to eventually do an About Me video where I break down just different fun facts about myself because I kind of just dove in. All you know is Celestial Aesthetic and the videos I've posted. So I do want to give a little bit more insight about who I am, my interests, things like that. Just, you know, random facts. Hopefully they don't bore you and they will entertain you somewhat. Because I did grow up in different cities, different neighborhoods, and I'm excited to share that with you if you're from either or of the places that I've been in. And so thank you for being patient with me, and I look forward to creating more content for all of you. This is Celestial Aesthetic, and bye y'all. I'll see you all next time. So follow, subscribe, Instagram, Twitter, whatever social media is your preference. I am on most of them, and I'll see you all next video. Bye.